So we're back in the caravan.
Baby.
I'm hungry, Mommy.
We're back in the caravan. We got back from our holiday last weekend, our maiden voyage, and we sort of unpacked, but not really properly. And then we've pretty much had the week off of doing any sort of renovating in here because we just needed a break. But now I'm gonna get back into it. So we need to do the roof, like reseal all the roof on the outside, but it's meant to rain for the next couple of days, so we'll probably leave that. We'll probably leave that until we know that we're going to have some fine weather. So today we're just going to unpack, empty the rest of the stuff out of this end, and maybe start cleaning. The walls and the laminate. Start sanding and get everything ready to paint, and sort this bit of wall out here so that we can start building the bunk beds.
Let's get into it.
What do you reckon, Doug?
Good, mine's going down the top bed.
Are you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I see what you're doing.
Oh, let me know when you're done.
Alright, let's do it. We've got most of our junk out now, so we've just got to... So I've got most of our junk out of this end now, so we are going to start...
Mommy, but this needs to go back in the lounge.
Down the trimmer so I can cut the rest of that vinyl.
Oh, right. So we're going to cut the rest of the vinyl, and then maybe measure up for what we need for the bunk bed, and... I don't really know. I'm very tired.
If anyone's wondering how to cut vinyl, don't listen to me. No, actually, I'm pretty sure I think I did a pretty good job of this place.
Bigger ruler probably would have been handy.
Oh, a big ruler with a handle on the middle? That'd be awesome. I don't know what the pros use, but it's definitely not a 30cm ruler.
Jeez.
Very messy.
Fun.
But I think once we get the big bits off, we can just sand it and...
So this is where there was a vanity here before.
Oh, was this another mirror?
No, there was like wet area sheeting.
That's right, yeah.
So yeah, that's fun. But we can't really paint it until that's gone, so fun job for you.
Yeah, it's pretty horrible, huh?
These are the awesome jobs you get to do when you decide to renovate a vintage caravan. Just keep that in mind, folks.
You see why people buy Jaycos.
It's certainly a lot easier. It'll be worth it in the end. So, of all the places in the caravan that leaked when it rained before we went away, this was not one of them. In fact, this whole corner stayed completely dry. So obviously, despite all the damage, this must have been one of the areas that was actually properly sealed. So what we're going to do is just kind of peel some of this away and see what it looks like underneath. Decide whether we need to replace the whole panel or whether we can just get away with painting over the top of the wood. I don't know. I mean, we probably should replace it all, but can't be bothered. I probably should have gloves on for this. I mean, how far do we go with that? Oh, well, that far. That's how far. Because we can't really take this off, because I'm pretty sure that this is actually stapled on from the outside. I think. Maybe not. Maybe it's only these holding it on.
But that's going to be good for our second bunk.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just thinking whether we take it off and put it back on again. Ow. And that's why you wear gloves. This is the cupboard that's quite heavily damaged. We do want to fix this up because this will be where the kids are sleeping. So it looks like this has been added on by the previous owner to strengthen the cupboard, and then he had these bits just sitting inside here, but we actually want to see if it's possible to replace the whole base of this cupboard, or at least get rid of all this rotten stuff. So I've just chipped away this because this was all rotten here, which is what this is. So I'm just going to unscrew this and see what's underneath. I've got some of the actual.
No, Daddy, I can't even go with this.
Right, screw this bloke. I don't know why he even stuck this up here, but I'm kind of starting to regret taking it off now. Oh no. Okay.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. So good. Yeah, so. And that smells, like it smells damp as well. And you can see mould growing there. Nice and mouldy. And that's exactly why I wanted to pull it off. Cupboard frame. Ugh.
That's alright.
I mean, obviously it would have been ideal to get it out in one piece, but I'm pretty sure that's possible. Well, we've got those bits there we can use as a template. That kind of looks alright, but I can, yeah, look at that, that's mould. Fan. Probably should be wearing gloves once again. But anyway, comes with that. I might go get some gloves.
Yeah.
If I want to touch the wood, I have to put my phone
Delightful.
and my glove.
It's pretty rank, hey? Looks like there's been ants in there at some stage as well. Got gloves on now, Mum. I know that she would have been the first person to say something. This is so gross. Anyone who's done any sort of reno knows that doing something like this is kind of like opening Pandora's box. And it tends to escalate. That is what was in the cupboard. So I'm starting to think we might actually have to just pull this whole cupboard out, or at least the whole bottom frame of it, because this, if you can see that, but this is completely rotten. Like that whole bit of wood is rotten, and there was a piece here that was all rotten as well. Yeah, I think this is going to be a rip it out kind of situation, but I'm hoping we can save this so that we can keep the original, but I don't know, it's looking pretty bad. This is the wood.
Oh, in the cupboard?
The frame.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Look, I literally just pulled that out with my hand. It's
so we're going to redo it?
I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be able to save this bit.
Well, that bit's obviously not rotten.
No, but the frame that's attached to it, this frame.
Yeah, we can always put a new piece down there, can't we?
But can you get that off without damaging this, is what I'm saying.
Oh.
And this whole wall is rotten as well, look.
That's pretty rotten.
Yeah. So I just snapped that off with my hands. It's totally, I don't know if you can see that, but it is rotten. It's just crumbling.
If we can save this bit, or even if we can't save, yeah, even if we've got to get that off and just save this fascia,
yeah,
then we can reuse this and we can build it up underneath.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be too hard. So just be careful.
I'm trying.
No rip tear bust.
I'm not rip tear busting, otherwise it'll be out by now.
You haven't broken it too much.
Oh, look, it just came out.
You just haven't created too much work here, have you?
Well, what do you want to leave the rotten wood here? Or?
Yeah.
I think you need to cut it.
Yeah.
Otherwise you're just going to hurt yourself.
I'm glad this cupboard.
The what?
This cupboard.
Oh, yeah. That's a relief.
Yeah, mate. I've like heaps of offcuts this size. You
That's
like?
convenient size.
That's it, perfect.
You need a bit to go for a space so that because this is coming out.
Yeah.
Probably should have glasses and a mask as well.
Yeah. Hang on, I don't want to glass, I'm out of here.
Oh, thanks.
Is it going to be old if I keep like starting a video going, oh hey, didn't see you there? But it probably is going to get old, though. So we'll wait for another 10 episodes and I might do that again. Today, what we're going to be doing is building a box over this because the kids, like Duncan's favourite way to get on the bed is on this. And if he steps on one of those lines break, then we're going to flood the caravan because if one of those go, the water pump will just pump all the water out of the water tanks, which is like 180 litres. It'll be all on the floor in the caravan, underneath the bed, and disastrous. So what we're going to do is, we've got some nice, same as our kitchen bench over here. That's going to be a bit of timber that runs all the way down, right? And that's going to be a big storage area. And then here, how are we going to get into that actually? It'd probably be cool to have like a lift up thing there as well.
I was thinking we'd just make a hole in it and then just lift the whole thing up when you want to get into it. Doesn't need a hinge or anything, just like...
That doesn't sound difficult at all. And then here, this is going to be like for shoes and like just stuff like that. It's going to be all the way along and it's going to be a big lift up 3/4 type of deal, then a piece of wood at the back there. So that's the plan for today, and also we're going to build bunk beds. But
slightly ambitious, maybe?
For now, yeah. Let's get into it. Hey Sarah, Should we go to Bunnings?
Yeah.
Woohoo! What do you reckon, Pete? Should we go to Bunnings? You gonna say Buzz? And a coat hanger? That looks a bit dangerous. Whoa! Let's go.
Mommy, it's a little bit.
You like how I've dressed up to go to Bunnings? Got my son's vest on. What do you reckon? Pretty much the best thing about Bunnings.
Jason put onion in my hot dog. I'm not happy. Yeah, I'm gonna eat yours. Yours is the best one. I took that onion off, but I can still taste it. Not happy. Not happy.
What do you reckon, Dunk?
Good.
Good hot dog?
Get a hot dog.
Yay! What have you got in yours? Tomato sauce. Pretty sure that's what Mummy wanted.
That's the colour, mate.
How's your hot dog, Sarah? Oh yeah, check out what we did yesterday. New drawers. Phew.
What you done there, Dunk?
Oh, I don't even need one of them.
Jackson's Garden available to the self-checkout.
Do we need any of these?
Not today. Yeah.
Hello, camera. We're looking at wood. We're looking at wood. See, Daddy here, and Penny's asleep under here. See, under here, under here. Look at the floor, and the cat's here. And let's see my video.
Alright, hop on, Dunk.
Stand, please stand.
What is it? Show me.
Look, it's the Bunnings.
Look. Bunnings tray.
Uh-oh.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Do you want to put it on? No. Another Bunnings trip.
Another hot dog.
Another hot dog.
And hot dog.
Now it's like 12 o'clock. We might actually start getting some work done. Maybe. Maybe not. So the plan is, we can't really build the bunk beds until we've painted the wall next to the bunk beds. So I might start sanding, doing the undercoat, and Jason's going to build the box at the end of the bed. And that is the plan. Just got back from Bunnings, so we got all the timber to build the bunk bed, fix the frame of this cupboard here, and we're going to build the box at the end and the side of the master bed. So Jason's going to start cutting timber, and I'm going to pull the cupboard doors off here, take the drawers out, and start sanding everything in here so that we can get ready to start undercoating with paint. Anyway, I'm sure it's fixable. Cool, time to start sanding. My favourite job. I've just finished giving this all a clean with laminate cleaner, which is this stuff. Jason's about to start doing some cutting outside, and because we've got Pete out here with us, we can't really both be doing noisy stuff. So Jason's going to do a bit of cutting, and I'm going to put Pete outside, and I'm going to try and get this sanding done really quick. And then I'll give it all a wipe down, and I'll be able to start painting, which is pretty exciting because I'm not a fan of brown.
Beautiful water.
Nah. Alright.
Naughty, 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 naughty.
Stop looking at me. Go away!
Okay, talk to the camera.
No,
Don't talk
stop
to me.
it.
Talk to the
I've just finished sanding this area. It's probably dust all through the caravan now, but never mind. So I'm just going to tape everything up, just all the window frames and stuff, and then I'll finally get to start painting. Yay! No more brown. Having fun?
Having an absolute ball. It's liquid nails from waterproof sheeting. Horrible to get off. I don't know, how do we even get the waterproof sheeting off?
With a crowbar.
Might just give it a sand now, I think it'll be
Good enough.
good enough.
You're not really going to see it anyways.
No, the ball as well, but it's-
I don't think Duncan will care. Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Look where you're sitting.
Right here.
Yeah, Daddy built a box, didn't he?
Yeah.
Good work, Daddy.
So, this is the idea. We're going to use the original board here, and Duncan's bunk bed's going to sit on top of this, right?
I'm driving.
Obviously, Pete's bunk bed will be using the old line here, and it'll sit on top of that, so the battery box will get covered. This is going to be Duncan's toy box. Obviously, the old door's still intact. It's a bit rough, but it should be right. So what we're thinking is the end of the bed's going to finish here. So what we'll do is we'll make the bottom bunk finish here as well, and I'm going to build a box lift up scenario. It's going to match the wood on top's going to match the kitchen bench and the end of our bed. So that'll be Peter's toy box. Where both boys got a toy box at the end of their bed.
Cool.
I reckon that was a genius idea.
Genius. Genius.
How does this guy do it? 750. 750. This will have to sit there, and then the bed will sit there.
So this is,
to match that wall.
so that's wider.
It's 50mm wider than there. So I reckon the bed will have to sit there. This will just be a supporting post, blocking off all this ugliness.
Yeah, that looks good.
Cut a bit of ply to that weird shape.
There's a big hole there.
The inside of the caravan looks good though.
Cool. Get to work.
Should I just screw that to there now?
Is it the right height?
Yeah, it's actually the perfect height.
Sure.
1210. 10mm. So the beds are gonna sit 10mm that way.
Comfy.
We'll just have to make sure we always prop up that side of the van to bring our heads up.
What you doing?
My Lego. It's very nice Lego. It's even good than the inside one. You know we can play Lego outside? We can play Lego outside.
Can we?
Yes. And inside.
Wow. Looks like you're having fun.
Yeah.
Voila! One piece of the bed frame is done. What do you reckon, Doc? Filming and cutting businesses. Fun. What are you doing, Sarah? You doing an Instagram story?
Yeah.
What's your Instagram story about? Is it about me?
Go away.
So we've got Sarah over here doing an Instagram story. I'm doing a YouTube video about Sarah doing an Instagram story. This is beautiful content. Gonna be a contortionist for this one.
Those are perfectly measured.
Sensing a hint of sarcasm there, Joe.
Alright, so I've got everything, almost everything, cut out now. I've got this contraption going on here. So that's actually screwed to the wall, and the downs are screwed to the wall as well. Got a little bit more support there. I may put something in that corner yet, not 100%. Oh yeah, I probably should, because the kid's going to be bouncing on it, so I should put something in that corner there. Or I could just drill it to this wall, because that wall's actually quite thick. So I might drill it to that wall, the back one. I'm going to have a support in this corner. So I've got this one, that will go there. That is my front and back. There, my front and back for the top bunk. This one goes over here. And I'm going to make the rectangles and then put them in, then screw them back to the walls, and then I'll do the same for the top bunk. Hopefully it all works out. I've never built a bunk bed before. Actually, that's the first bed I've built. Oh, except when I was a kid, I made myself a double bed at school. So this is my third bed. What do you know? Basically a cabinet maker. I think that's what they call it, carpenter. Basically a carpenter.
Make it good.
So I've finished top and bottom frame. Luckily I haven't had to have these on the inside. I managed to make it so that there's just support like this, there, and in that corner there. So we're just going to have, I've basically got to build, I've got to cover this in. We're going to build a box there, and then we can put slats in, and then the last thing I'll do is build Duncan a bed rail. Probably should build the same thing for Peter as well. Paint that bed rail, which is going to be a simple design, and then we're done. Paint it. Sarah gets the fun job of painting.
Again.
Sucked in, Sarah.